My name's Josephine Lavelle. You're at Wild Heart Hill. We are near Findon in the National Park, just inland from Worthing. Wild Heart Hill is a nature connection space. We bought it as a family home. It had a small campsite, so we wanted to work out a way of really using it to connect people with nature. So everything we do is, we have a mantra which is protect to connect. If you connect people with nature, whether that's camping, whether that's doing activities, whether that's volunteering, you will then protect it in the future, whether it's here or whether it's anywhere else in the world. The landscape is absolutely beautiful around here. I love the fact it's the chalk and the wildflowers that you get that you don't see anywhere else. But what's really interesting about it is that this used to be a flint mine. It was one of the first in the country. So they came here from Europe, they mined the flint, and then they used that flint to make axes, which they then used to cut the trees down. This was once densely packed woodland, and they found snails down the mines that would have only lived in dense packed woodland, which is why we know that. But then also that was obviously the beginning of humans settling down and farming. So it's really got a fascinating history, this whole area, and particularly this hillside. So it sort of seems right that we're planting trees where people originally would have been cutting them down. So we planted almost 3,500 trees, but 2,000 with the national park. We decided to plant a really diverse range of trees because we were worried that in the changing climate, you've got so many more pests and diseases. So we didn't want to have a monoculture. At the moment, we've got a lot of beech here, and we don't think beech is going to survive. So we've planted everything from white beam to oak, rowan, a lot of hedging species, so hawthorn, blackthorn, spindle. We've got hazel trees, which I call our Nutella trees, field maples, I call those our maple syrup trees, as a way of engaging sort of different people, oak, and yeah, just a huge diverse range, really, wild cherry. So we planted 13 different types, and hopefully that means that they'll support each other, but then if a pest or disease does come in that wipes out one of them, we'll at least have kept those. The one I'm most excited about, though, are the elm trees, because obviously with the Dutch elm disease wiping out trees in this area and the rest of the country, to actually restore elm trees to the area is really special. I'm really proud of that. Well, it was a bit overwhelming to start with when I first got given the first 1,500. And so what I did is I reached out to lots of different community groups and to see if they could help. Obviously, I said that our mantra is connect to protect. So the idea was that the more people, especially people who've never planted a tree before, who could actually plant the tree, they would then, hopefully want to protect them in the future, have a better and deeper understanding and connection with nature. So we worked with lots of different community groups and schools to do that, and 94% of the people that came to plant a tree had never planted a tree. So I did a lot of teaching people how to plant trees, and then often they'd come back and show other people how to do it too, which has been really lovely. One of our main partners has been the Wilderness Community Interest Company. They've just done a fantastic job. They planted hundreds and hundreds with all of their volunteers as well. We'll be planting trees in the winter this year, and so the best thing is to look for us on Facebook or Instagram. So we're Wild Heart Hill, and follow us and find out more.